everyone, welcome to our channel of Nagesh Karasgi Orchid School. My name is Kajal Kulkarni and I am going to teach grade 5 SST. Today we are going to start with a new chapter, that is living longer and healthier life. Now with the name only we will come to know that what exactly this chapter is all about. Living longer. Living longer means to live a long life, right? But nowadays we have seen that many youngsters, means at a very small age also they die, right? Why is it so? Because of our immunity system. We are having a very low immunity system. The food that we are eating, that is not a balanced diet, right? See, in science you all must have seen what is the balanced diet. We have to eat everything in our daily routine. We have to take proteins, vitamins, carbohydrates, right? So if we eat all these things in a day, what will happen? We will be healthy. But nowadays what we have seen, people mostly they run after fast food, right? We eat pizza, we eat Chinese, we eat noodles. This is the favorite food items in our life now. We mostly prefer such things, right? But the people just before us, means our grandparents, they are healthy. Why they are so healthy? Because they used to eat whatever food they were getting. See, you all must have heard about farmers. You all must have seen in the news that even very old age, the farmer who is really very old, but still he is working in the farm. And if we will grow old, we are just now few years, we are thinking that this is paining, that is paining, my head is paining, right? My legs are paining. But those farmers, even doing such a lot of work, they are still fit and fine. Why is it so? Because they eat healthy food. Whatever is cooked at home, only that food they have, right? They eat those bhakris, they don't eat oily things, right? But we need everything nice, spicy and oily, okay? So due to this, what is happening? The life, the living, the strength in us, the immunity power in us is reducing day by day. Now we will see that when earlier, means many years before, how the people were having very short life. You know, in those times the science was not that developed. Now we are having such a developed technology and such a developed science that we are having so many vaccines, whatever disease we are suffering. Now the current example is corona, right? COVID. So to find the vaccination for this COVID, what the scientists, the doctors, they are just behind that to get the vaccine of that, right? So how it is possible? Because of science, right? So in those days people were they were not so educated, they were less educated and they were not knowing how to overcome from the things. So in those days people used to die very fast. Like if suppose a woman is in a delivery pain, okay, she is taken for delivery and during delivery only that lady used to die. Why is it so? Because we were not having all those antiseptics and all such things. So due to that the infection was taking place very fast and the person used to die due to that. And we were having smallpox, chicken pox. Earlier people used to die due to chicken pox also. But now if we get chicken pox, we overcome from that. We are having vaccinations for everything, right? Hepatitis, jaundice, we have boosters, we have so many vaccines. So due to that, what happens? The injection is, we have been injected with some medicines and those medicines help to fight those germs, or you can say those insects. okay, those viruses. So due to that, what happens? We become fit and fine. So in this chapter, we are going to see today all about how to overcome and how the people were dying, how the things came into existence, okay. So we will start with the chapter. Should we start? Okay, so we will start with mind opener. When was the last time you fell ill? Where were you taken to a doctor? Were you taken to a doctor? What instructions did the doctor use to examine you? Instruments, sorry. Did he or she give you any medicine to take? Now see, when you are feeling you are not well, okay, when you are having temperature, you have been taken to a doctor. Immediately, your parents will immediately take you to a doctor, right? Will your parents keep you at home and keep on giving you some or the other medicines? No, they will immediately take you to a doctor. When you will visit to a doctor, the doctor will first thing he or she will ask you, what happened? What is your problem? So you start speaking that I am not feeling well, I am having fever, I am feeling feverish, I can't eat, I am not getting taste. So when you say all this, what the doctor will do? He will immediately take his stethoscope, or if you say I am having temperature, I am having fever, what the doctor will do? The doctor will first take the thermometer. So with the help of thermometer, the doctor will check your temperature, right? With the help of the thermometer, the temperature is being checked. Then after checking the temperature, the doctor will use the stethoscope. He will listen to the heartbeats, whether they are working normally or is there any problem. If they check on your chest, on your back, then they say that there is cough in your chest, right? In such a way the doctor starts explaining. Then if it is very severe, the doctor writes some test, right? He will give some blood test or some urine test, right? So just imagine that all these instruments, how it came into existence, who made this, who came to know that in this way the things can be done, right? So in this chapter we are going to see all about that. To live a long and healthy life, we need many different things. We need a clean environment and healthy, nutritious food. We also need good medical care. See students, to be healthy, if suppose in our surrounding there is all garbage, okay, it is not clean, all they throw, the dust, all whatever waste is there, they throw out. So what will happen? The flies will be sitting on it, and that same flies, now due to rain, what will happen? The flies come in our house, they will sit on our eatables, and due to that all the diseases are spread. So if our surrounding is clean, there is no mosquito, no flies, no insects in our home. Okay, so if we keep our surrounding clean, what will happen? We will be healthy. And also we have to eat nutritious food, okay, and we should have a good medical care. Medical care means we should have good facilities for hospitals, like hospitals we should have good facilities. In villages they are not having such facilities, so the people there, they suffer a lot. A long time back, humans did not understand diseases and thus did not know how to cure them. Diseases were considered to be a curse of God, but today, due to the tremendous progress made by medical science, we understand why diseases occur. Now in the old peoples, means the people who were in olden days, what they used to think, they were not knowing what is diseases, okay, and they were thinking that it is a curse of God, means it is वो किसी का तो श्राप है. Disease is something that is श्राप, okay, it is curse of God. God has given it because we have done something wrong. It is the punishment given by God. So they used to think that disease is a punishment that has been given to us by God. And today, due to tremendous progress in medical science, what has happened? We have come to know, we have understood that why these diseases occur. Several methods of diagnosing diseases have been developed. Thousands of medicines are now available and more are being developed to treat different diseases. In this chapter, we will look at some major developments in the field of medical science. So, thousands, now see we are having thousands of medicines. We just go to a doctor, the doctor will give us the list of medicines, right? So, we are so much developed in science that we have thousands of medicines. So, due to this what happens? We are treated well, and the treatment to the correct what disease we are suffering from, the treatment is given correctly to that. So, we will start with the first instrument, that is the clinical thermometer. Often when we fall ill, our body becomes warmer. This is known as fever. Fever is a sign of a disease. When you complain that you are not feeling well, your parents touch your forehead to find out if it is warm or not. But this does not give a correct idea about the fever you have. So, they measure the temperature of the body with the help of a clinical thermometer. Temperature is a measure of how hot or cold something is. It is measured in degrees Celsius or degree Fahrenheit. The clinical thermometer was invented by Gabriel Daniel Fahrenheit. Who invented this clinical thermometer? The clinical thermometer, students, these are the names who have the person who have invented the things, okay. So, this you have to remember. The person who invented clinical thermometer first was Gabriel Daniel Fahrenheit. You have to remember these names because this is very important, okay. So, this person invented a thermometer which was used to check the temperature of the body, okay. See here, mother checking her child for fever. Mother is checking with the help of what? Thermometer. When you say that I am not feeling well, so what first thing, if even in school when you tell teacher that teacher I am not feeling well, then what the first thing teacher will do? She will just touch your forehead whether you are having fever. If there is no fever, then she will ask what happened, right. So, the first thing the parents or they check is they check the fever. Now, see the thermometer, a man testing his temperature with the clinical thermometer. He has placed it in his mouth, but even when you keep it in under your arms, you can check your temperature, okay. No need to put it in mouth. So, the person Gabriel Daniel Fahrenheit, he is the one who invented clinical thermometer. Now, we will move on to stethoscope. When you are ill, you go to a doctor. The doctor examines your chest and back with a stethoscope. The doctor is able to listen to the sound of your heart and your breathing through the instrument. It helps them to find out what you are suffering from. The stethoscope was invented by a French scientist called René Laennec. Okay, he was the one. He was the French scientist who invented the instrument called stethoscope. Now, when you go to a doctor, you must have seen, see here in this picture, that this is called as stethoscope. Okay, so the doctor is checking the child and he is listening to the heartbeats, okay, with the help of stethoscope. with the help of stethoscope, if there is any cough in your chest, even that the doctor comes to know. So, with the help of stethoscope, the doctor is able to listen to the sound of your heart and also to the breathing of your means how whether it is normal, the breathing is normal, or there is any problem in your breathing. Okay. So, who invented this stethoscope? He was the French scientist called René Laennec. Next, we will move on to microscope. What do you mean, students? Do you know what is microscope? It is a machine that is used to see the very small, very tiny viruses or bacteria. Okay. So, I will show you the image here. This is the microscope. A scientist looking through a microscope. This is a microscope. With the help of microscope, we can check our the blood check is done through this microscope. The urine checkup is done through this microscope. So, we will see all about microscope. A microscope magnifies a tiny object and makes it look much larger. It helps us to see things which are too small to see with the naked eyes. Means the insects or the what we say bacterias which are not we cannot see with our naked eyes, which we cannot see with our open eyes. Okay, we need something to see that very tiny organs. Okay, so to see that we have to use microscope. So it helps us to see the things that is very tiny which we cannot see with our eyes. Naked eyes means which we cannot see. Now see, now we are standing, we are talking, we cannot see. There are even in the atmosphere, in the air, there are many dust particles and germs. Okay, but we cannot see with our eyes. But when we see through a microscope, we are able to see all those germs. The first microscope was probably made by Zacharias Janssen in about 1590. He was a spectacle maker in Holland. Several scientists helped to improve the microscope. Now, who first made, see this person Zacharias Janssen, he was a spectacle maker. Spectacle maker means he was a, he used to make specs, chashma. Okay. So, he was a spectacle maker and he was the one who first made the microscope in the year 1590. But with the help of several scientists, they made changes, they made few changes and they brought the improved version of the microscope. The microscope contributed a lot to the development of medicine. With its help, scientists were able to see for the first time the germs that cause diseases. Over the years, they have been able to identify germs that cause different diseases. It then became possible to find medicines that could cure those diseases by killing the germs. See, microscope, it helped to check that which germs exactly, which germs are there. Okay, and after coming means after knowing that which germs exactly are present, see how we do the blood test with the help of microscope. How it is done? The blood samples are checked in the through the microscope and we find out what things are there. Okay. So, with the help of the microscope, we come to know which germs are there, and whatever deficiency is there in our body, the doctor comes to know that this germs or this thing is less in our body, and then to overcome that, the doctor gives the medicines to overcome from those diseases or to overcome from that germs. Okay. So, it is now possible to prepare the medicines to kill those germs. Why? Because with the help of microscope. Today, doctors examine the blood or urine of a patient under a microscope see students, this is the E. coli bacteria seen under the microscope. This bacteria causes diarrhea. Diarrhea means loose motions. Okay, we go to washroom again and again. These are the bacteria that are causing diarrhea to a person. So, today doctors examine the blood or urine of a patient under a microscope to see the germs. This helps them find out the disease the patient is suffering from. Next is machines that can look inside your body. Now, you all must have seen that when you fall down or when you fall down and there is a swollen on your hand or in your leg and you cannot walk, then what happens? The doctor will write a note or to the hospital that this person has to undergo with an X-ray or a CT scan, right. So, those machines help to see the internal organs of our body. Now, which are the machines that look inside your body? Several new machines have been developed which can look inside your body and produce pictures of it. X-ray machines can take pictures of the inside of a person's body. Now, if I want to check whether I am having a crack in my bone, what I will do? If I am having a severe back pain, so what the doctor will do? The doctor will advise for an X-ray. Okay. So, when I will go to the hospital for an X-ray, I have to sit in front of the machine. There is one filament on that. The machine, the light has been passed. It is a laser. It is very those lights are harmful for us students, but to check out what is the problem, the light has been passed in the body and the bones which come in their way, it becomes the image, of that bone on the sheet of that filament. X-ray sheet you all must have seen students, like a plastic sheet. So, on that the image is been, the picture is been produced of our bones. So, if we are having any crack on it, the doctor comes to know after seeing that X-ray. Okay. So, with the help of X-ray, we can see the internal part of the body. Scanners produce pictures which show more details than an X-ray photograph. Now, scanners are used to, they are, see, X-ray, we were knowing about X-ray, that X-ray produce the picture of the body, internal part of the body, the bones, okay. But the scanner helps to produce the picture, it is the more advanced version, it gives more details of the than the X-ray photograph. The different types of scanners available are ultrasound, CAT and MRI. With the help of these machines, doctor can see the images of the bones and internal organs and find out the disease of patient is suffering from. See, with the help of these machines, the doctor can find out what exactly we are suffering from. You all must have seen in the movie that when a person is taken for CT scan or an MRI, what he or she is been done, he is put in the machine, inside the machine, the patient is shifted slowly inside the machine, he or she is closing the eyes, he has to sleep very steady, and then the lights keep on moving from our body, and the doctor who is sitting outside, he is able to see the images of the internal organs, like he can see what is going on in the heart, what is going on in our brain, the CT scan for the brain, right. So, whatever things are going on in our body, the doctor, just when a patient is in the machine, the doctor is able to see all the things on his screen. So, this helps the doctor to find out what the patient is exactly suffering from. Okay. So, these are the machines that help to check the internal part of the body. Then comes surgery and anesthesia. Now what do you mean by, see students, here this is the X-ray machine, X-ray photograph of hands. You can see the bones, right? Can you see the muscles? No, we cannot see the muscles, but we can see the bones. So with the help of this picture, the doctor can find out if there is any crack or if there is any fracture in your hand, leg or any part of the body. Okay. So this is the X-ray. Now this is what MRI scan, what I told you all, that a machine is there and the person has to sleep steady and he is slowly the person is slowly taken in the machine with the help. It is a machine prepared in such a way that the machine takes the patient inside and after the thing is done, the patient is again brought out. Okay, so this is the MRI scan. Now we will see about surgery and anesthesia. Now what do you mean by anesthesia? Anesthesia means when suppose there is a surgery, surgery means some operation. Okay. Now I got a severe hurt and my head is, means I have got such a way, I hurted myself that my head is, the thing means it starts bleeding very fast and it is a very deep cut. So what if I go to a doctor? The doctor will tell me that we will have to take stitches. Okay. So now when I want to take stitches, when the needle is been passed, what will happen? Or if suppose even nowadays we are having the staplers, this just staple, right? So it pains. So to reduce the pain or not to feel the pain, the medicine, that is anesthesia, is been given to keep the person in the condition that he or she won't understand what exactly is happening. Now this anesthesia is used when there is a very big surgery going on, like heart surgery, okay, when the lady is having a C-section. So when in such cases the anesthesia is given to the patient. Sometimes to treat a defective organ in the body, it is necessary to cut open the body and operate on the organs. This is known as surgery. See, you all must have seen on Discovery Channel that the twins, the babies are joined, they come joined, right? So when they are joined, the doctors perform surgery, they do the surgery. So how they will do the surgery? They have to cut, right? So to give a cut, the doctor have to give anesthesia so that the patient does not have, if just suppose I am just lively, I am standing and you just come and poke a knife in my stomach, what will happen? Yes, it will pain. So anesthesia is given just to keep the person unconscious. Okay, the pain is not, it is not severe, the person will not feel the pain. So when some part of your body is defective, few people see they have 2 thumbs. So to remove that one thumb, 6 fingers, to remove that thumb, they don't want the thumb. So what they do? They do the surgery to remove the unwanted part of the body. So what they will do? They first have to give the anesthesia. Okay. To give, when they give that, what will happen? The pain, when the doctor cuts that thumb, the pain is not felt. So through surgery, it is possible to repair the organ and cure the disease. In some cases, it is also possible to replace the organ with a healthy one. You all must have heard about kidney transplant, yes, heart transplant. When a person is dying, someone is severely in need of kidney, okay, or lungs. See, nowadays the body parts are being donated. So people who are having problem, if they want, they are not, means their kidney is not healthy. So the healthy kidney is being transplanted. So such kind, what they do, to replace that, the people have to undergo a very severe, what we say, surgery. Okay. So students, I will do one thing, I will stop here and we will in our next episode, see, we have seen all about surgery, we have to see about anesthesia, right. So in our next episode, we will again start with the same point. Till then, thank you.